I just got back from spending the day in San Diego. Do I have anything in my teeth? I don't think so. I just ate some seaweed chips. And it's raining. I feel kind of like a mess. But I went down there to celebrate the birthday of Pat Flynn, who is a huge inspiration and source of information for me if you're interested in entrepreneurship or making money on the side. He has a great podcast and so many other things that he does. Smart Passive Income is the name of his podcast, and I've been listening to it for like 5-6 years or so, I think. And it was just so cool. He runs this entrepreneur meetup, which I'll show you some clips from. It's funny because like I don't, you know, editing vlogs is like something I'm still trying to figure out, and I recorded like little clips from the event, and I was trying to decide, like, am I gonna put music to them? Am I just gonna put them in there? Am I gonna like do anything? I don't know. I have no idea what you're about to see, but you're gonna see something.
I can stop trading my time for money so that I can leverage the internet as a platform where I can get my word across, mainly to people who need financial education. I'd love to go to the space of educating children, but right now I'm just trying to get my feet wet and learn from some people.
Storytelling, and I'm incorporating storytelling into branding, and it has been amazing. The results are.
And it was pretty good, but then I opened it in Evergreen, and the sales had dropped.
Yeah, so I've had my brand for 10 years, and I started it when vegan fashion wasn't really a thing, and it was people didn't really understand.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, I'm obsessed with him and love to interview him for my show.
Yeah, I think we need to know the reason why.
Like pitfalls or like how to reach certain crowds of people.
So I'll make that intro for you. I think a big theme here is just people, right? Like people matter, relationships matter. And a lot of times we often, for those of you especially just starting out, like we like to hide behind our keyboard because it's safe. But you know, all the best things happen, you know, with people. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without, I mean, any significant moment that has happened in my business, I can tie to specific people who have either introduced me to certain things or have, you know, got me in some way or whatever. It's always people, which as an introvert, it's pretty hard. And, you know, I'm introverted. I came in, I saw the birthday things, and I just wanted to leave and be like, oh my God, like, that's crazy. But I also have the knowledge knowing that
say yes.
I've done a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, but then also that's great too, because after once the book comes out, when you message them, you're like, hey, the book is now live. If you'd like to share with your audience, they're a part of the book, so they're probably gonna share it or be happy to help with it.
I got like 200 yeses right away, like 198 or something like that, and then I had 17 submissions by the deadline, and then I'm still waiting for people. Like there's.
Oh, that's so cute.
Doing a video?
Yeah. There's Whitney. This came out so well. Oh, I love this.
So I don't even know. Yeah.
It's okay.
We're like trying to.
So that was from this entrepreneur meetup that Pat does every month in San Francisco, and I had known about it for like a year and a half, and I have been wanting to go and basically use his birthday party, or like it was like a surprise little party. A party's a bit of a stretch, but basically we were celebrating his birthday before and during the meeting. They had vegan donuts, and my friend Allison was there. Jason came down with me, and our friend Leanne, who's visiting from New York City, who's also incredible. If you don't know about her work, she runs an incredible vegan fashion line called Vote. And I have several of her pieces. I have a tank top from her. I have a white coat that I've had for years. I have a few other items that I haven't worn. Oh, I have a black hat that I've worn a ton, and a couple things that I haven't really worn. But I just adore Leanne, and it was such a treat to spend 12 hours with her because she just left. Actually, it ended up being over 12 hours. It's like a little after 10, and she got here like 9:30 in the morning. So it was amazing. And we drove down in my car, and it was just so wonderful. We had 2 hours there, 2 hours back. We went to lunch, and I I feel great, and that's so wonderful to say after the last few videos where I was talking about struggling with emotions. Now, to be transparent, I still am, and I think I probably always am. I'm just extra aware. One of the benefits of doing these vlogs is keeping me aware of patterns and how I'm feeling from day to day, because I'm verbalizing them and documenting them. So I guess that's like a really great motivation to keep doing these videos. And I get like notifications about my car because it's electric. Long story. One of these days I'm actually been working on a video about my car. So that'll be up on the main YouTube channel, I think. I've been thinking so much about what's going on with the new brand and how I want to proceed with things. And I actually was in this state of mind of feeling like rushed and like on this time crunch, and I've been feeling kind of stressed about it. And one of the things that occurred to me today is like, why do I need to rush anything? Like what is the rush? I want to do things right. I don't want to do things just because of pressure that doesn't even really make any sense. Like, it's so funny when it comes to timelines. I work well under pressure. I work well when I have deadlines and timelines, but if they don't feel right or they don't really feel like they're serving a purpose, then I resist them. So lately I've been doing a lot of work with sponsors. I've had a bunch of sponsors lately. I've had sponsors on Instagram. I'm about to do a sponsored Pinterest campaign. I have a sponsored YouTube video coming out soon. I think that's still like being worked out. And then there's a fifth one that I think is like a sponsored blog post. So there's been just like a lot. Actually, I did do a blog post for one of the other sponsors. And my battery is about to die, so this might be a short little video. I'm going to end this clip just in case, and then create another clip that I'll be okay with if it if the battery dies suddenly. One thing I don't know about this camera yet is like what happens if you're in the middle of recording and the battery dies. Does that clip disappear or does it stay there? I'm hoping that it's the latter, and we're going to find out. So let's see, what can I share with you that I'm not super attached to being? Well, first of all, I feel like I didn't end the video. Like, let's just say the video had to end right here, and it's gonna be abrupt no matter what, but if it does end abruptly, that's simply because the battery died, and by the time the battery recharged, I didn't feel like recording. So let's end this one more clip, and then let me do another throwaway clip. Okay, this is officially the clip that I want to attach to, just in case the battery dies and this whole clip gets cut out. But if you're seeing this, obviously the battery died and this clip still existed. These are the things I'm still learning because this camera is only a few months old, and I haven't put it to nearly as much use as possible. I have been recording a lot of videos, but I'm just now getting back into the editing groove, which does feel good. Having a new computer and a new camera is like such a huge difference. Whereas I was working on an older computer and older equipment, and that it just felt so slow and painful. And now I can like make these videos and edit them, and it's actually, it's nice. So sometimes a great lesson is that sometimes you just need to switch things up. And man, it was so wonderful going to this meetup today. I felt so inspired. I got to talk to Pat a bunch, which is awesome to be acknowledged and in the presence of and have conversations with people that you admire and who have impacted your life. And Pat's certainly one of them. And it's just like, it was just so great. There, you know, I asked a few questions of him that he answered, and like, he's just amazing. I can't say enough about him. This is the second time I've met him, and this is more a quality time that I received this time. And I was just in this room of all these entrepreneurs, and it was just so great. And I think that's so important. And then spending time with people that you don't see very much, and spending time with people like Jason, who I could see all the time. I do see all the time, and always have a good time with him. And it was just really, it was really nice just getting out of the house for a while. I feel drained. I feel like there's a lot of things that I would like to get done now, even though it's late, and part of me just wants to like veg out, which I probably will do. The truth is, I may turn on my computer and watch something like maybe This Is Us. Pretty into that. I think there was a new episode yesterday, so I'm gonna go check on that. And if not that, I might go and see if there's anything I really want to watch on YouTube. I'm trying to like cut back on my YouTube watching, because sometimes I watch things and don't feel good after watching them. I get too much in the comparison trap, or I'm like, feel like they're just not enriching my life in a good way. So what I'm trying to also be more aware of is like watching things, consuming content that enriches me. I've done this with my Instagram by really paring down how many people who I follow specifically there. In fact, I actually followed a new person for the first time in a while a few days ago, and I was like really on the fence. I was like, should I follow this person? Is it worth following this person? Like, I have this pride in having a low number of people that I'm following. That's just like my own ego. So I'm like super careful whenever I follow anybody, but I think she was a good person to follow, because there was something about her and the things that she was posting and saying, and like the way she expresses herself, that resonated with me. So that's what I mean. Like, I want to feel that way whenever I read a book or watch a movie or a TV show or watch YouTube or go on Instagram. I just want to really nourish myself, and I'm trying to be super conscious about that, and it's helping. You know, it uplifts me. I don't want to get into the funks that I was really feeling a few days ago and still kind of feeling yesterday, and it's because it takes a while for me to work through that, and those don't necessarily have to do with consuming media, but I feel like when I'm feeling low, when I'm feeling a funk, I need to be really gentle with myself. I really need to be conscious about my self-care and just aware of nourishing myself as opposed to diminishing any part of myself. And I would encourage the same for you too.